It's
good. We live, right?
All right, we should be live. We should be live. I hope we're all live. Hello, everybody. We're back. Had some technical difficulties. Went down for a second, and then it came back up, and I thought we went on for like 15 minutes. I hope you guys joined back, but
OBS froze on us.
Yeah, we went on for like 15 minutes thinking that I had the stream back up, and I guess I don't. But
we just talking to ourselves, right?
I guess talking to each other. All right, we're back up. We're good. We're in there.
Awesome.
All right, so we were on the topic of
VR chat, the dangers of
Zane. Do you remember what we went on for like 15 minutes thinking that we were live? Could you enlighten us or remind us what we were talking about when we just recap?
We was talking about the differences between being on VR chat, doing what I do, and actually going out in the real world.
Okay. All right, so VR chat. We were talking. Yeah, you right. Somebody mentioned something about VR chat, and you're like, okay. All right, so VR chat. Cool place, right? Cool place.
Weird place.
Weird place for sure. It's lit. But in your case, like we were talking about. Yeah, the notepad. I know. But the notepad wouldn't have told us where we left off at, though. I don't think. But yeah, I get you. All right, so let's just start off with real life dangers of a transgender person. But in your case, you were born a man. You're a man, right?
Obviously.
In body form. So what would you say? Give the people an example of the possible real life dangers for someone like you in a public place just trying to do you.
I could get shot, beaten.
Why?
Die. Just for being out wearing a dress or some shit like that.
And why do you how would you? I mean, you're transgender, so give me a
because people
scenario.
Some people have not delved deep into themselves long enough or even at all to really know who they are on the inside. So if they see something that kind of like stirs up whatever is deep within, they find that fearful. You know what I'm saying? So they get insecure and then take it out on someone like me. Because I really don't see no real reason why somebody who don't know me, who don't know who I am or anything, would just approach me with so much anger
or
and
violence
disgust.
at all, bro. Like when I first, dude, when I met you, I'm like, all right, I don't know, man. Like I've met probably like 5 or 6 people in the like year and a half at Amazon I've met like 5 or 6 people where I see them and I'm like, I'm gonna talk to that person, and I don't fuck with people. But like you, and then like there was like maybe 3 or 4 other people, not cats, because male and female, that like I just like. I could talk to that person, and then we talk, you know what I mean? And like, I couldn't imagine. You started telling me, you're like, oh man, I don't, I'm worried about, sometimes a dude might do something or something. I'm like, why would somebody want to do something like that to you? That doesn't even make any fucking sense. So explain that. Why like, if you're just out kicking it, you know what I mean? Doing you. Explain a scenario.
Ask the question one more time.
All right, so like you're out kicking it at Savannah, right?
Right.
You're out, you're done up, and a man comes up to you and say he thinks you're a woman. You know what I mean? He assumes he thinks he sees you, and he hits on you or whatever. He don't even gotta. I'm not even gonna jump into his mind and say he thinks you're a woman. Let's just say he hits on you.
Let's just say he knows.
Right. Let's just say he hits on you, and then like you're like, oh. I'm, you know what I mean? Just saying I'm a man or what's up? You just talk and then like, what?
That would never happen. Because I'm not after dudes.
Oh yeah, damn. We should have. There's just blatant ignorance, and with ignorance comes hate because fear what they don't understand. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna get this bigger because so you can read it as well. This right here.
You been shot? Damn, dude. What for?
You've been shot. Noof, you've been shot in real life?
Wait, where you been shot at, bro?
I'd apologize for assuming and buy you a drink to say sorry.
Fear is the common denominator amongst anybody who will just approach somebody they don't know and just talk shit and start shit. That's correct. That's why I don't pay people like that no more.
Well, I'm not transgender. I'm not gay. I'm not, I don't know what the fuck you would. I'm just a human being, you know what I mean? But like, I'm an open-minded individual, and as you can see, like, I mean, I have my own type of, vibe and style. So like, I'll give you a scenario when I'm not even transgender, but I'll tell you a true story about, St. Patty's Day this year. This is the story I was telling you about earlier. Mm-hmm. I went out with a friend of mine. I was by myself originally. I just went out downtown on St. Patty's Day and getting drunk and shit. And by the end of the night, I ended up at this crowded bar downtown, crowded, shoulder to shoulder, packed. And I have really bad anxiety and social anxiety and just regular anxiety. But I was trying to find. First of all, my friend and we tried to find like a corner store or something. I needed a cigarillo because I wanted to smoke some weed. I smoke hella weed. We all know this. And I could not find a corner store anywhere, man. And we walked like 2 miles, couldn't find a corner store. So we're in this packed ass bar and he's off doing his thing. And I'm just kind of doing circles around the bar. You know what I mean? Like just surfing through the crowd. And I saw this group of brothers, like, African-American fellas, you know what I'm saying? And they're all smoking, passing a blunt. And I'm like, perfect. You know what I'm saying? Perfect. I walk up, I'm like, yo, fellas, what's up? Does anybody have, I was going to ask, does anyone have a extra Swisher Sweet or like a cigarillo that you could sell to me? I'll buy it off you so I could roll some weed. I had some weed on me. And before I could even get my sentence out, my question out, there was like 3 or 4 dudes in a group, thuggish, ruggish, bone looking fellas, you know what I'm saying? And he looks and he's like, oh, nigga, you gay? Just like that. Nigga, you gay? Looking me up and down. Now, I was wearing blue jeans, some Nike Air Force Ones, a t-shirt. It doesn't even matter what the fuck I was wearing. But yeah. Wait, I don't know. I'm gonna read I'll read your story in a second. But yeah, he looked me up and down and he said, nigga, you gay? And I'm like, I was taken aback. I'm like, what? I just looked at I looked down at my clothes and I looked at him. I was like, do I look gay? And he goes, yeah. And I looked down again. I looked down again and I looked at him and I'm like,
Nick, are you gay?
Dude, that's what was going on. You must be looking for so many things were going through my head. I'm like, I started explaining to this man.
I wanted some weed.
Well, I didn't even want weed. I wanted a cigarillo or a paper or something. And I look at him. I'm like, look, dude, I'm like, look, I got 2 kids. I got a wife. I've been married for fucking 12, 15 years, some shit like that. And he's like, and like, as I'm explaining myself to this man, he's like, no. I don't want to hear all that.
That's the mistake. You don't explain shit to people like that.
Do you see what I'm saying now? Do you see what I'm saying?
About you.
He didn't even want. He jumped to the conclusion that I was. That lady asked you if you did porn. I remember you telling me that story.
Why?
He has a Ron. He does. I guess he has a Ron Jeremy look. Is what he says. People and their fucking assumptions. But
it's those very things that separates us. It's how you look.
It's true. It's true.
But it has nothing to do with who you are, though.
And that's what it boils down to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody laughed at this dude because he had this shirt on.
Just today.
For what?
I was in a liquor store buying this bottle, and some dude walks in, and I'm at the corner, and he just looks just like that, and he's like, and walked past, and I'm just like, I got my card back, and I walked out. Like, I was just in there getting me a bottle, but like, for some reason, this man thought that my get up was funny. I mean, like, I don't know what the fuck was so funny because I was wearing a hat. He was wearing a hat. I was wearing a t-shirt. My nigga was wearing a t-shirt. You know what I mean? He was wearing shoes. I was wearing shoes. So
You should have took her number down, dude. She was obviously interested. Man.
Obviously. But like, it's just... Yeah, I don't know, man. So...
Thanks for all your support. Yeah, I would have ran with that fucking story, and I would have got with her, plain and simple. Yeah, please tell me you did that.
People don't want to listen, especially if it conflicts their views. The only way they'll listen is if you give them a better option to their... Hey, you know what? And that's 100%. Yeah.
But you can't please people. You can never... It's impossible to please people.
And
but ain't nobody trying to please nobody.
Right, exactly.
Just trying to live our lives.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
You out there doing you. And like, I was out there doing me. You know what I mean? And that dude laughed, and I'm just like, whatever, bro. Because like, I'm just existing. So... Dude, I'm 28. She was like 50 and looked like a meth addict. But yeah, so that guess that goes to the topic of like toxic masculinity or like well, no, you said fragile masculinity.
Fragile masculinity, yeah. There's no reason why you should be like
that's what we're talking
hating on anybody.
So like if you're in a bar, you know what I mean, and you're out. You all right, so you like women, you have a girlfriend, right? Yeah. So like you're out with your girlfriends or whatever at Savannah and you're doing your thing, right? And a man comes up and he hits on you, right? And then and you're like
no man, nah, I like women.
And then
he'll get fucking offended.
Fuck him up.
Right.
That would fuck him up.
Right. And then what happens if he learns that I'm trans? Oh, I'm not gay, bro. I'm not. Well, I ain't asked for your shit anyway, bro. Get the fuck off.
But that would shake a man like that. I just think it's funny that these men out here, they think they're so masculine. You know, like that dude's like, nigga, you gay? I'm not. And I'm not, I don't even question it. You know, I know what I am, but like, obviously this man thinks because I was, whatever the fuck. He said I looked gay. I was wearing jeans, a t-shirt, hat, and shoes. So like, something about what I was wearing made this man think, gay. Like, you read the Gunshot story. Okay. I own a bar. Oh, I didn't. My bad, Noof. I said I was going to.
I read some parts of it.
I own a bar.
Dude didn't know where the fuck he was, so he just shot you.
I'm doing outside. You own a bar, Noof, in Canada? Dude.
You got shot in a bar in Canada?
You got shot in a bar in Canada?
I thought Canada was peaceful, bro. And they over there shooting people.
With a 45. Jesus.
Damn. You still got that leg? This just sound like a movie, bro.
Right.
Fuck.
So what's that? What was that over? You came over waving a gun on the commotion. Is that you getting shot? That's not connected to the Ron Jeremy thing, is it? But yeah,
they assume that you fucked their sister on some porn flick, so they shot you. That's fucked.
I think it's interesting, you know, like I was like this year. I think this year for me personally, and I'm not, you know, I'm not part of the LGBTQ community at all, but like I recognize and I see shit that's going on around me, and like I would say that this year is like they went the hardest this year in social media with the pride thing. Not, and I'm not saying good or bad, but I'm saying like this year for me, I see pride more everywhere than any other year.
Because it's a war zone, for real.
Okay, well, explain.
It's a war zone.
Sounds like you got something to say about that.
Because, well, I'm really new to it myself. Because I'm just now discovering it. But it is a war zone, for real. People are starting to become more aware of it. And as they become more aware, there's more resistance, more pushback.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to.
And me, I didn't even see this shit myself. Because I didn't really know what I was until this past year. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't paying attention to it. But now that I'm looking at it, yeah, there really is like more push, more fire centered around it.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand what's up with that. Cause like you would think, like what I was saying, this year they're going hard with the pride shit, but like you told me the story about since 2019 you said like and we're not gonna say it's exact numbers, but you said there was like 4 people in Cleveland that got shot just for being transgender in altercations having to do with them being transgender, and that's just like
probably more.
Probably more.
They don't
disclose
talk about
that
type of shit.
It's like, dude, it's like they talk
that's a
about
real problem.
Yeah,
that's
man.
comparable. Like I say, that's comparable to what we went through as black folks back in the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because, you know, we still have a lot of people in the black community that like to down gay people and trans people and say that what we're doing is wrong, how we look is wrong. But that's exactly what the fuck we was told when we first came over here. You know?
We still get told that today. We still get told that today.
We still get told because we're black.
Yep.
And people fail to understand they're doing the same thing that they did to us.
Look,
back in the day,
we had black folks. We had, you know what I mean, in the 80s and the 90s, like black people wore the saggy pants and the big T-shirts and the oversized clothes, right? Well, nowadays you got Lil Wayne and you got, you know, Lil Uzi and all these young cats. Well, Lil Wayne's not young, but like you have this new wave of, you know, black folks that are wearing the skinny jeans and the skateboard look. But I'll tell you what. I mean, they're probably wearing different pants than me, but the run-of-the-mill skinny jeans, not made for black folks. We don't fit them. My ass don't fit in those skinny jeans. So you know what I'm saying? So like they hated on us for being, you know, whatever the fuck. I feel like the baggy jeans and the oversized shirts and shit, being a black man in America in that time, popular culture, you know, like they got to look good wearing something. So like, you can't wear Aeropostale, American Eagle and shit like that. That's not made for black folks. So they made their own thing. And then people, you know, like it's illegal in some places to wear your pants like sagging or whatever, which, I don't agree that it should be illegal. It's fucking bullshit.
Right.
But I don't know. Do you understand what I'm getting at?
I get what you're saying.
It's like,
it's nobody else's business but their own.
Right. Forcing conformity. My buddy fucking died of last year because I said it was I couldn't imagine some people scared of gay people, like how fragile is your masculinity. You instantly become gay just for talking to someone, right? No, I was just walking in my way and shit, Sonic 2, and then when I think you stop, picked up. Always asking if I hate the LGBT community. I don't know why.
People are scared of changes. Ignorance of the fact. People are finally coming out and being who they truly are after years, being scared to show it in case being judged. I have so much respect for the LGBT community taking a stand and being who they are. Yeah, man, because it's basically civil rights, man. If you really think about it,
it's a
continuum of the civil rights. And when I say civil rights, I mean for everybody.
There you go.
Every group, every race.
Zane,
white folks included. Man.
Zane,
it's a fight for everybody.
What he's speaking on? Hold on, let me get this shit. What he's speaking on with the black community being against LGBT, it's not necessary. I don't think he's necessarily saying that black people are against LGBT in particular.
It's just my perspective. Being a trans person myself, I haven't gotten as much hatred from other races as much as I've gotten from my own community. The only people that ever told me that to stop what I was doing was my own community. And maybe that's because that's who I mainly talk to. You know, I talk to everybody, you know, don't get me wrong, but primarily I hear from people from my own community that likes to have an opinion about what I'm doing. I don't necessarily think that it's us. You know, there's a lot of people in my community that support what I'm doing, but there's also a lot of people in my community that is against it, and they will go the extra mile to tell me how what I'm doing is damaging to the community. When I think, you know, it's kind of far reaching, because who the fuck knows who I am? You know what I'm saying? Like, me damaging what? Nobody's paying attention to what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with you on that. I should have fucking I'm sorry. I was zoomed in on me that whole time. I'm trying to fucking do multiple things, but And those same people are the ones who demand equal rights. Exactly. Want to be treated like the damn queen. Okay, so
exactly.
What coming from a non-LG gay, whatever, cis, I guess, cis black man. I don't know what the fuck I am. I'm not even cis. I'm hardly fucking cis, bro. You just a fucking human being,
which is what we all are.
But what I would say is that black people, the black community, the urban black community, and not black people as a whole across the United States, the urban black community, the common or the stereotypical urban black community, I find that, they don't just hate on gay people. I think they just like white people, or just like anybody that is misunderstanding of the unknown. But like black people, like you said, black people went through a lot of persecution back in the day to be accepted, right? So I think black people got into this. Black people in America got into this niche culture, right? To where they're like, this is what a nigga looks like. Right? And I say nigga. I don't say nigga very often, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
We are supposed to be strong black men. Because we don't have enough strong black men. So anybody who goes against that idea is the enemy.
Exactly.
And that is false thinking.
Like me.
You know what I'm saying?
The man walked into the store today. You know where we live at. He walked into, it wasn't even a bad neighborhood, but he walked into the store and I'm wearing,
hood culture,
this. I'm wearing this, not just, I don't know what the fuck this is called, but the dude looked at me and like I was wearing something that I was wearing something that threatened his idea of a black man in this neighborhood. He looked at me up and down 1 second, went, huh, and walked on by.
Yeah. Like them uppity folks.
But he's not uppity at all. He didn't have no money.
They're in the same boat as us.
My man didn't have no money.
We all going through this shit.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Through this boat.
So
through this economic struggle, but they want to hate on us for what? Don't hate on me. Hate on the people who stealing money from your table, bro.
Thank you.
That's the real enemy. Like, we all under the same boat. They gave us labels just like they gave the LGBT labels. You know what I'm saying? It's all labels
that's against it.
At the end of the day, that's separating us. Yeah, and I agree, it is hood culture.
But wait. Again, I don't want to say that they're against gay people in particular, because there are a lot of gay people.
It's anybody who doesn't fit that mold.
There's a lot of gay people in the hood, a lot of gay niggas in the hood. I'll say niggas again, a lot of gay niggas. And when I say niggas, I don't mean black people, I mean gay niggas. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So to say that the black people or the urban or the hood community they're hated, they don't, is just that it goes against what they want to be represented as or seen as. Mm-hmm. But like, I have 2 gay black men living beneath me. My neighbors are 2 gay black men. Yeah. And it's very fucking common. And in this neighborhood in particular, me and my kids walk around a lot. And like, there's a lot of very seemingly open gay black men. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's probably me judging, but it
is what it is.
It is what it is. That's why I say I don't believe that the hood culture or even the black community is against gay people. I think when you walk outside and you look a certain way, Look, the hood community. Look, we couldn't even keep Dave's Market in our fucking neighborhood because it's too bougie. So anybody in my neighborhood to say, anything about how someone's dressing because they think they're bougie is full of fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was starting to get off on a tangent. It's not really
people have crippling anxiety and depression, but if you treat me right, you will have no problems. From me, anything about who you are. You respect me, I respect you. If you want to be ignorant and aggressive towards me, I have no time for you.
Word.
I agree, man. I respect you. You seem to be like a man of culture.
Steph's,
I respect that.
Steph's dose. Get in the fucking chat.
You ain't doing nothing with me. So I respect you.
Yeah. It's all about respect and love when it comes down to it. Because like what you do with yourself don't threaten what I do with myself. Yeah. And matter of fact, the more you open up, this is how I see shit. I love inspiration. I love seeing people come out and do what makes them feel good and not what makes other people feel good. So like, I see, you know,
There's a lot of people out there that will do shit that they don't even like to do.
Right.
Wear stuff they don't even like, just to get admiration from people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that. I just do what I feel in the moment. That's
2
that's how I
weeks
live
at
by.
least, yeah, 2 to 3 weeks. New,
You know.
Yeah. And I think when I said, you know, like I meet people at Amazon and I'm like, that person I can vibe with, I think it's people that, you know, you are an individual. You know what I mean? I could look at you and tell that you're not about any kind of like what's the word? Words to describe, like I'm trying to avoid using anything that's like, usually you look like a real person. You look like a real person. You go, like, I walk around Amazon and I'm just like, you can, especially with the female, no, not even especially with the females, dudes too, you can just look and there's like 3 types of people in there. You know what I mean? It's just like, ugh. It reminds me of like when I get on Twitch and everybody's streaming Apex and Call of Duty. It's just like, ugh.
Everybody got the same face.
Yeah.
Or the same outfit.
Funny enough to say,
Like, what is that, man?
How you look. Literally today, someone was trying to make fun of me for wearing a beanie and said, "Where's Waldo?" Dude, what the fuck, motherfucker? I wasn't even wearing red or white. That's what I'm fucking saying.
They'll make fun of you for whatever it is.
That's what I'm fucking saying. Everyone is an NPC for real.
It doesn't matter who you are, what you do. People gonna find some reason to talk shit. So you just do what you do. That's why I do what I do. You know, because not only because I like it, because that's how I am. But because fuck what anybody else think. They made fun of me before I did this shit. So fuck them.
Hey, that's right.
For what? For wearing a simple shirt like this. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't name brand, but I still get made fun of for it. It's like, hey,
so,
I ain't no fucking people pleaser. I don't care. I'm here for me. We only got so much time on this earth. I'm not about to sit here and worry about what everybody else worried about.
You can't worry about shit that anybody else is thinking.
He probably went. He searched for his mother after that, probably. So.
Yeah, and Practical Jokers. I definitely know those guys.
The ones most vocal about shit are the most insecure. That's why I don't pay attention to them.
So,
Me, I'm just here to like paint a piece of the picture, you know, because on the media, when you look on the media, you know, Dr. Phil or whatever, Jerry Springer, you always have that stereotypical trans person, right? That look exactly the same, got the same story to tell, and they always like to go out and like make a joke of the person, right?
Explain that a little deeper. Explain that a little deeper.
You know what I'm saying? Make a joke about me. I look like your average fucking dude, right? But shit, I'll show y'all a picture. You would never know just by looking at me that I'm trans. So like, people like to talk shit about.
What do you want? Send it to me and then I'll pull it up.
You said what?
Send it to me and I'll pull it up.
People like to talk shit about the LGBT. They don't realize there's a lot more of us. People realize. You know what I'm saying? It's
do you have me on Facebook?
Yeah, I do.
All right, send it to me on Facebook. I'll pull it up.
How the fuck do I do that? My phone is slow as fuck.
Take your time. Take your time. It's 80% you getting shot.
What they say?
Only because you said it, I would never know you're trans. See, that's what I'm saying. That was my initial surprise. I wasn't surprised that the man was trans because you know what I mean? But like, it surprised me because I was like, oh shit, wouldn't even see it. And you're like, oh, you want to see a picture? And I was like, yeah.
The misconception is there is a look, right? But there is no look. It could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? And people are so open to bash it they never know. It could be their best friend. You know what I'm saying?
Explain the
They
look
don't
to
even
me.
know.
When we first started having this trans conversation, I think we were at work or maybe over the phone or something. You started describing like, you know, you were trying on. Did you already talk about how you started like really getting into wearing women's clothes and feeling your feminine self? Talk about, you were talking about like, did you already mention on the stream about your girlfriend and shit?
Yeah, I did.
Did you mention about how you were talking to me about like wearing the women's clothes and like it made you feel like yourself, and then like I said something about okay, so when we first started, wait, so are you doing any surgery or are you just identifying as a woman? Okay, good question. Here we go, good question.
I'm not getting
Pyro
maybe the only
asked,
surgery, maybe my Adam's apple, but other than that, nothing else. There's like different variations of being trans. Some people want to get their shit cut off. Me, I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm okay with the fact that I was born a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate the fact that I'm a guy. You know what I'm saying? I just like to present in different ways. So I'm perfectly okay with just putting on the makeup, putting on the clothes, and just going out. Because that's enough. That's enough for me to go out and be seen that way. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're ultimately doing it for you.
Just for me. I'm not doing this for anybody else.
Right.
And let me say this too. I know some people out there say this shit too. Somebody told me that I'm doing this to get closer to women. Man,
that's
all my fucking life growing up as me, who you see today, I had no problem getting with girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no problem.
If that was the case, if I really did have a problem getting with chicks, if I was doing that because of that, like that's completely fucking false. I'm not doing this to get with anybody. I'm not doing this to get close to dudes because I don't like dudes. I'm just doing it because I like the feminine side of things.
That's what you
and
feel
I like to learn different perspectives. I find that being trans, and they don't really talk about this side enough either. Being transgender, it shows you shit. You know what I'm saying? It gives you different perspectives. I learned a lot more about men and women being trans than I ever have being me, you know, being typical old me. And it's helped me a lot with my relationship with my girl, with my mother, my grandmother, women in general, and with men. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real good fucking wingman.
Mm-hmm. You might learn something about it. Look. We were talking about earlier. We were talking about how, like, you know, men with fragile masculinity, they'll question your masculinity, but you know, according to just with what you just said, I think, you know,
they can question what they want
with you. And I thought this before I even knew you, because you know, I'm in touch with my feminine side myself. But like, I think being in touch with your feminine side and knowing that you can be comfortable feeling feminine in certain whatever kind of ways, while also being, I think that makes you more of a man. Mm-hmm. I think that's what I was getting at is, you know, these men are walking around and they're like, oh, nigga, you gay. For what though? Because I look comfortable, I feel comfortable, I look comfortable. And it seems like, matter of fact, it seems like the only person that's uncomfortable here with sexuality is you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Not you, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would argue that, you know, being a little gay or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Being in touch with your feminine side makes you more of a man than not.
1 second, this dude said look like Baye from Assassin's Creed. That's actually what inspired this look. Thank you, man, for noticing.
Buy it. I didn't get that far. Assassin's Creed Origins. Let's look it up so we can make a real comparison.
Oh man,
here.
that's funny. Because I actually, I fuck with his hairstyle. That's why I did this.
He said Bayek from Assassin's Creed.
But yeah, I see what you're saying, man.
Is it Valhalla or
Origins?
Let's see what this man looks like.
Origins was the shit.
This dude?
You have to see him without the hood. He got like a his hair is like mine, basically, but styled to the side.
Shit. Okay, I see.
That was a good observation.
I like this dude right here.
And I sent you the picture, by the way.
This is the video game version of my man right here.
Sent you the picture on your phone.
Oh, you gotta send it to me on Facebook.
I can show them on the camera here.
Or if you can email it, maybe. Do you have Facebook?
I can show them on the camera.
All right, I mean, if you could try. I don't know how well it'll pick it up.
Let's see. For those of y'all that's wondering, this is me. This is my alternate version of me.
Oh, yeah.
In case you were wondering. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't really get... People don't really talk shit in public, as you can see. Because they can't tell. You really can't tell. People often tell me, oh yeah, I can tell. Yeah, right. If the person doesn't want you to know, you won't know.
I think a lot of it has to do with energy as well, right? Would you say?
Right. How manly are you really? Exactly.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, me personally, I'm not uncomfortable with being a guy. I can go out easily being a dude. Or being Savannah. You know? It's just, I don't know. It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not just the physical side of things.
It's not just the look. You were explaining that to me.
It's more so the feel. You know? Oh, you missed the picture. Hold on.
All right. So, like, we talk at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
But most of it, we talk at work, and we've talked on the phone. But Steph, did you see that? Yeah, we talked that in person, and mostly we talk in person. We talked on the phone a couple of times, but one time you called me. We had a conversation after you went to the club the night before. You remember that conversation? And I called you the morning after, and you were still kind of like hungover or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You were still feeling the vibes, and you were talking different. You were still in Savannah mode.
For real?
Yeah. And like we were just talking, and like you didn't even realize it. You were still like. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I can hear it right now. You're like, oh yeah, I'm not going to try to imitate you, but you know what I mean? You were still you were in the vibe. Right. And even though I knew who I was talking to, I was like, you're still making the voice right now, kind of. Like, are you still...
Right
like,
now?
Not right now. When we were on the phone the next day. You were kind of hungover. I called you the morning after. I didn't know you went out. Or yeah, maybe I did. You did tell me that you were going out. I told you. And I asked you how you were doing or whatever. You said that you were still kind of drunk or whatever, and it was a crazy night. But like, you were still talking... in Savannah mode. So like,
I didn't realize that.
Right.
I was just
you were just
talking
doing,
like me.
Exactly.
I don't try to make a voice.
It was a vibe. And I didn't even sense or feel any bullshit. I'm like, what? Why are you talking like that right now? I'm just like, oh,
it's just a feel.
Yep.
For real.
Yep.
You know, I don't try to talk with no high ass voice. I actually just talk like this.
I wouldn't say it was high when you're in Savannah mode. I wouldn't say you talk high.
It's just a feel.
Yeah, it's feminine. It's feminine. It's like you're tapping into your like a whole other. It's a vibe. You're right. I feel it. Just over the phone, I felt it. Showing people as me as.
Oh, you do it too, man.
They dead ass thought that it was a different person. I'm sorry.
That's a part of the fun too. It's like the challenge of seeing if
you can call me Coffee.
Unlock that side of you.
You can call me Coffee, baby girl. Call me anytime. Call me anytime as long as it's not late for dinner. And when I say dinner, I mean them cheeks.
Yeah, it's kind of like art. In a way, you know, it is art to go from, you know,
art is expressing yourself at the deepest soul. So
that is, yeah.
I would agree with you that
it's like to go from where you are here to there.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy that people can do that. But at the same time, it's not, because men and women, we are all humanity. So is it really that crazy that a person can do that?
Was not. Apparently, it's been happening for thousands of years.
Hell yeah.
I got the Kama Sutra right here.
What was her name? The woman that got burned at the stake.
Joan of Arc.
She was trans. Well, people, they think she was trans.
I never heard that.
Because she used to dress as a man when she would go into battle. Whoa. But it wasn't just into battle, though. She did it, like, casually, too. So they say she was transgender.
She may have been, bro.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, man. It can be fun. But for me, it's definitely like a stress reliever. If I don't do it, I think about doing it anyway. That's why I do it. You know? Because not doing it is like denying a piece of myself. That's why they had to dress up as men, so they could fight.
All right, so...
And coincidentally, she did dress up as a man when she wasn't fighting.
I'm going to read this out of the... I have a piece of literature here. It's one of my favorite pieces of literature. It's called The Complete Kama Sutra. Yeah. Pretty interesting piece of literature here. It's translated by a woman named Elaine Daniello. It's the first unabridged modern translation. So it's got some interesting things in this text. Just right in the beginning, in the pretext, it talks about sexual variance in the ancient Indian culture, which if a lot of you don't know, the ancient Indian culture was a lot more accepting. Accepting isn't even the word. They integrated things such as lesbianisms and transgender people into their culture, and it was a very these things were cornerstones in their culture. So I'm just gonna read this just straight from the unabridged modern translation of the classic Indian text, the Kama Sutra. Lesbianism is described in detail as the inversion of roles by a dominating female. Male homosexuality forms an integral part of sexual life, and various homosexual practices are described in detail. Transvestite prostitutes play a role in public life, and their presence at weddings and religious ceremonies was considered a symbol of good luck down to their own times.
Something's playing in the background.
Shit's playing in the background, my dude. Is it your music? That should be the only thing. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom.
This pride is brought to you by Jesus, because he's here for everybody.
It's your music, Bubba. It's your music playing in the background. I'll pause it.
That is still playing.
No. Oh no, it's Twitch. God damn. Nope. Twitch is.
God damn it, Twitch.
Twitch was muted. Okay, so is it quiet now? Let's see. Okay. All right. So,
that's Jesus, bro.
Transvestite prostitutes play a role in public life, and their presence at weddings and religious ceremonies was considered a symbol of good luck down to their own times. All sexual variations, including relations with animals.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, shit.
All sexual variations, including relations with animals, are mentioned in the Kama Sutra and are represented with great emphasis on facades of great temples, such as those at Khajuraho. I probably butchered that.
That's new to me.
As well as many others abandoned in the jungle, which I have been able to visit, and that is the person who translated this book. But fuck it, coffee and Bayek. Me and why do I look like him? Why do I see it?
What?
Are you saying I look like Bayek? Oh, he's saying I'm coffee, you're Bayek. Okay.
I'm Bayek, yeah. I love that.
Even in Japanese culture was like that with geishas. Yes, a lot of them were transgender people, and actually still today, the boy loving culture in Japan and even India and even Saudi Arabia, the boy loving culture is still very much alive. So
I did not know that. I am
very much alive.
I'm learning.
Abu Dhabi. You don't know nothing about Abu Dhabi?
I will watch it.
So they don't hate it. You know what I mean? The culture is not. Well, I can't say they don't hate it. No, I don't know. I don't know how to put it. Because the culture is very much out there. Look at Catholic priests. You know what I mean? Catholic priests will molest a boy, right? A Catholic priest will molest a child or children, actually. And then they'll get found out amongst the church. And then they'll get moved to another parish. And the family will be silenced and paid off. So
that's who they need to be targeting their anger at. Those priests, man.
Well, they're not going to target their anger at anybody that they respect. They're going to target it at people like you that is just trying to live.
Now, why would they respect? Why would they respect someone who's like targeting little kids and shit?
Because that's what they love.
Oh fuck!
I mean, here. All right, don't get me started on the topic of boy loving, bro. Fuck. I will bring up some text. Hold up.
Oh shit.
Oh man. We're gonna just have fun, but it's just Eddie VR surviving Fanboy Hooters. What? Fanboy Hooters.
Fanboy Hooters.
Eddie VR surviving Fanboy Hooters. 4 guys just having fun, but it's okay. That's is that something you're suggesting?
I'm gonna check it out, man. Just send me the link.
I'm gonna save all that boy loving shit for another podcast. But yeah, very much live. Didn't think I'd hear that today.
Expect the unexpected.
Right.
That's the topic of this show.
For real, though, that is the topic of the show. So if you love that, tune in, because I got notebooks on notebooks of old fucking drug riddled topics.
No, whole fucking
hot topics. Bro. When I say what is this? What did I say this show was called? Talking with Coffee. Hot Talks with Cough. But yeah, so yeah, I really respect you as an individual, man. I didn't even like I said, when I met you, you introduced yourself as Devin, the dude. You're like, "What's up? I'm Devin, the dude." No, that's not how I did it, but you know what I mean. So when you came out and you said that shit, it was like, to me, I was kind of honored. You know what I mean? Like, I respect honesty. Mm-hmm. To the core. Like, honesty is top 2 of my favorite traits.
Yeah.
So when you just came out and was like, "You don't know this about me, but XYZ," I'm like, my guy. You know what I mean? So I just want that was the whole point of this show, was that like
unity. Because if you take labels out of the equation and just put people, different people, inside one room together, those people will eventually begin to grow, and they will learn about each other, and they will push aside their differences, and they will learn something new. All it takes is a conversation, for real, like a real conversation. You can't just look at what you see on TV and just accept that as fact.
Look,
like, okay, so these people are talking about these type of people, so it must be fact. No, come to me. Go to the people that are experiencing this shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? And have a conversation about it. That's what I'm here for today. To like kind of like open some eyes about it. So if anybody got some questions about it, feel free to ask. I'll answer it. Doesn't matter what it is. I'll answer it.
Noof is asking if you stream. Do you stream any games?
This is my first stream.
This is a podcast. Well, I guess it's a stream.
This is my first podcast.
It's a stream.
My first stream. My first anything.
I'm wondering if he's asking if you stream games, because we're game.
If I stream games, it's gonna be like Assetto Corsa or Assassin's Creed or GTA. Cause I'm like, I'm real down with shit like that.
Do you have GTA Online?
No, I'm a PC gamer.
That's on.
So I mod.
That's on PC.
So I mod. So
that's on PC. The PC Online or the GTA Online
exactly.
is on PC.
Yeah.
This is source, not the dirty puddle at the end of the river. Correct. Is this your first podcast? I'm Son. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, this is my first podcast. Hopefully, first of many.
Yes.
This is my friend.
Technically.
This is my good friend Devin. We're talking on the hot topic of transgenderism and what it's like to live the different life or whatever.
Yeah, on the other side.
Yeah, life on the other side.
The scary side.
Fuck that.
Side
You're the brave
side.
side.
Talk about.
The brave side. And I'm never one. Listen, I'm never one to be like, you're so brave. But look, bro, you're brave.
It ain't about being brave. It's about being you.
Real.
You know
it's about being real.
Being who you are. And just being open about it.
And yes,
being upfront.
The next podcast is about boy loving. You're right. That's the next topic. I'm going to bring in a real life boy.
And you're not talking about me.
And I'm not going to molest him on camera. It's just going to be strictly talking. We're going to be talking. No, I'm just kidding. No. This is Coffee's younger boyfriend.
He wants to be it.
I'm a real boy. Yeah. Pinocchio is going to be on here talking about how Geppetto did stuff with his nose, making it get bigger and stuff. All right, let me stop.
But yeah, if y'all got any questions.
Did you take the cookie out the cookie jar? Are you sure? But yeah. So what does the future look like for you? Right now, you say you've been into this.
I want money.
I'm going to Disneyland. But I'm
trying to get paid, bro. And then I would travel and I would do so both as Devin and Savannah. Shit, I don't know. I don't plan on fully transitioning because I love both sides to me. So I'm gonna just be whoever I feel like in the moment. That's my plan. And with me, I'm gonna take others with me so that we can continue to grow and evolve as human beings. Because that's the journey that we're on. You know what I'm saying? We are all, what I've learned from this is we are all learning the same fucking lesson, but we're going about it different ways. You know what I'm saying? We're all learning about how to be our truest selves, but in different ways. That's the lesson that we're learning. That's kind of what this shit is teaching me.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. If you picked up what I was putting down, that was deep, dude. That was deep.
It's not always about what you wearing or what you got in between your legs. There's literally like some deep shit that goes down in between it.
We're all on the same journey in different shoes. That's deep, brother.
And I wish they would say that more on the media, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? They just stick to
who looks like what. Yeah, who looks like what?
The labels. Yeah. But there is a side that's hidden that you cannot see. That's like in control of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sorry I sound like this. I got a cold.
So damn. Yeah, that was deep, dude. That was deep. I'm gonna roll up a joint. Do you mind?
Yeah, go ahead. Shit, I don't give a fuck.
You go ahead and spit whatever you need to spit, bro. Get it out. Fuck. I had a question. Or I had something.
Straight from the source. That's how it should be.
I'm gonna roll a joint. Anybody from the chat, if you want to give my man a question, shoot my man a texting or a texting a question.
All it takes is a simple conversation. That's it. And everybody's not open to that. You know, me personally, my experience being trans, people are more quick to make assumptions about me. You know what I'm saying? Based off of the shit they seen on the internet. Then just ask me why I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's where the bullshit comes in. I appreciate that.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I was gonna say something earlier. You know, I had kind of a, I guess, ignorant. I would say ignorant point of view, or like I was like, when we were having one of our first conversations on a topic, I was like, man, the one thing, if I had a complaint, this is me and my ignorance, if I had a complaint about, transgender people, I would be like, what's up with the people that are like trying to pass off as female to men and trying to trick people into, this or that or whatever. I don't remember. That's not how I worded it at all, but you know what I mean? That's how I came off probably. You know what I mean? Right. I was asking basically like, or not asking, but I was saying, what makes me uncomfortable is if, there's a transgender man posing as posing as a woman and, to men or whatever. And like, you explain that like, well, you go, I'm not even going to try to word it. You word it. Cause the way you worded it made me think. So you go ahead and you were talking about how like, you're not out being a man trying to pose as a woman. You're out being yourself. Right.
Right. And
if anything, you just want to be seen and respected as that, right?
Yeah.
You're not trying to trick anybody.
Right. There's no games being played. To put this out there, when people ask the question, "What is a woman?" People look at it two different ways, right? The scientific way and the feel-good spiritual way, right? Scientifically, people will look at me and say, I'm a guy, which I don't doubt. I have the chromosomes of one, and I am a man. Physically, yeah, true. When it comes to spiritually, though, I'm neither man or woman. I'm just a human being, experiencing life the way I see fit. You know what I'm saying? When they say that trans women are women, they're not saying that they're actually women. You know what I'm saying? They're not saying that they have the same chromosomes. And even they are aware that they're not really women. A part of being transgender is being a man who's transitioning to be a woman. After all, they're just saying that the feel is more inclined to that of a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're talking to a trans woman, you're not going to get a sense that this is a man you're talking to.
Right.
Even though that is a man.
Right.
In the scientific way. But the spiritual way, that might as well be a woman, because that's how they carry themselves.
And that's how they feel in their soul, right?
Right.
Well,
but in shows, they always bicker about that. And at the end of the day, it's a label, for real. Men, women, it's both a label. And
aside from the obvious biological aspects of it.
Yeah.
But
we are all
what it takes
humans.
to be a man and woman, aside from the biological aspect, is all labeled.
Right.
Well, yeah. Okay. Because obviously genitalia, that makes you biologically different. But as far as
emotional,
what is it? Personality types, all that stuff. That's all. None of that is physical. That's all.
It's about what you can't see. Because
right. It's all beneath the surface.
As relevant. You see a person walking down the street wearing a hoodie, and they obviously look like they're up to no good. You can feel that energy. You can't see it, but you can feel what that feels like. Right. And it don't feel good. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you walk across the street. Well, if you see a trans woman, you know they're trans, right? You know that they were born a male. But do they feel like they're a male?
Right.
Or do they act like more like a woman? Do they feel more like a woman?
I would say that's like I asked the question. I didn't ask a question, but I brought up the topic of RuPaul to you. Right? You even told me something. I don't know how factual this is, but you said something about RuPaul being transphobic.
I heard a rumor about that. I'm not sure if it's true.
All right, so I probably shouldn't put that out there. My man
said that.
This is unconfirmed.
I read about that. Yeah.
But we were really what's most coffee are you trying to? This I am Snoop Dogg, baby. I am Snoop. No, I'm just kidding. But you said, wait, hold up. Let me retry. What the fuck were we talking about?
Snoop Dogg joining the chat.
No. No, but what were we talking about?
He's drunk. No, I'm drunk. He's high. Shit.
I'm drunk and high and drunk. Call it HD. What? Fuck. Yeah.
What the fuck was we saying?
Yeah.
Bruh, end the clip. Man, the show's over.
I went from professional to fucking...
It's the professional show. Let's keep it going. Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck. What were you saying? Can somebody please remind us in the fucking clip, man? What was we saying? Shit.
We were talking about like the different looks and shit. I am a stone professional. It's okay to be a stone professional. Professionals have stress too. Okay. But yeah, man. It's all about being yourself, and the haters can suck a dick and balls.
That's what they want to do,
right? And the balls. Don't forget the balls, baby.
That's the only reason why they so fucking angry. Cannot. I don't understand why people can be so fucking mad, bro. If it doesn't involve them,
I would say they're more frustrated than mad.
And let me say this:
sexually frustrated.
I get being passionate about, like thinking that we are like trying to imitate women. I get that.
That's what we were talking about.
I get that, but dude, you know how many friends I have that are female that don't give a shit? They don't care. They see me as me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And, they love me for it. They respect me for it. So why are the dudes mad? It's not because of that. It's because of whatever they got, like, that's deep inside them that they're dealing with. So, like, that's why I don't really take the transphobics, like, seriously, for real. Because it doesn't concern them. It has nothing to do with them.
Well, I guess I had like a kind of a transphobic. I'm not transphobic at all, but I had a transphobic kind of ideal or point of view when I came up to you and said that, or when I like posed a question to you about like, oh, what about the people that are like trying to fake, trying to trick guys into believing blah blah blah.
And
but
that's
like,
okay,
I'm not, I wasn't like afraid of that, but like I would try to imagine myself in the club because I go to the club every week, and no, that was a joke. But like I try to imagine myself in the club or whatever, and some like me hitting on somebody because I hit on everything that moves, and like it being a man, and like I'd be like I try to imagine what I would feel. I would not feel aggressive, but I would feel kind of like, you tricked me. You know what I mean? you
honestly
got me.
I would feel the same way too, but I wouldn't get mad about it. I'd be like, damn, like
I'd have to shake your hand.
You look pretty fucking good.
You did it. You look good, bro. You look good.
There will be a lot of respect coming from me.
Quack. As men, we are not 100% straight. If we watch porn, we don't usually look for women taking a small dick. Dude, I think about this all the time. I'm typing it in like BBCY.
Here's a little.
Why do I have to type this in though?
Here's a fun fact for y'all.
This is part of my criteria. This is part of my preferred criteria. BBC.
Here's a fun fact.
I might be a little gay.
Here's a fun fact. You will not find transgender porn on gay porn sites. Why is that?
You don't? Or like...
You will not.
You won't?
If you go on a gay porn site, you will not find transgender porn.
There are gay porn sites?
Yeah.
Just for gay?
Just for gay dudes.
Oh.
You would not find trans porn on there. You know why?
Tell me why.
Because gay dudes don't find trans women attractive.
Oh, yeah, I bet that.
Because they're feminine.
They want dudes.
They want dudes.
Right.
That act like men.
Right.
And trans porn
and
is
then
very
lesbian
popular.
chicks, right? Lesbian chicks like well, no. I don't want to talk about. You're not lesbian. I'm not lesbian. I don't want to be like, this is what lesbians like.
Technically, to them, I would be considered lesbian since I'm trans and I like women. But I see what you're saying.
Don't you got to be a woman to be a lesbian?
Yeah. But think about this. My girlfriend is dating me, even though I present as a woman sometimes. Does that not make her questionable? Even though I have a dick, but I present as a woman, why would she still be interested in me if I look like a woman?
Love.
I don't have a real concrete answer on that because that's a real sensitive topic. But
love,
you gotta
bro.
think.
It's love.
It is love, though. It is love.
It's all love.
But the way how you present is important because you're attracted to what you're attracted to, right? So, me presenting as Savannah sometimes, why would my girl continue to still be with me if she's into men? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on that shit too. But like, that does beg the question, you know? What does it mean when they say trans women are women or trans men are men? You know? Bro, I asked somebody if he would date a woman that had pecs, you know, muscles.
Oh,
if he was chiseled,
that's a good
and had a beard. But he had a vagina. He's still a woman, right?
Wait,
if he date them.
Who?
I asked this random person on Instagram if he would date them. You know what he said? He said, yeah, I ain't gay. And I was like, but he has a stash though. She has a stash. She has muscles. She has a vagina, but she looks like a man.
Did you say Did you say that doesn't? He has a vagina. She has a vagina.
He has a vagina.
It's a she though.
I'm confusing myself, but yeah, this person who's presenting as a man is biologically a woman, but they're presenting as a man.
And I asked you asked if he would date her.
If he would date her,
and he said
if she had like a stash and a beard.
And he said yeah.
And muscles. He said yes, simply because she had a pussy.
This is assumingly cis man that you're talking about?
Yeah, a cis man. And
so he just was just like, because she has a vagina.
And then I was like, wait a minute, bro. She has a pussy, but she has a beard. She has muscles. She's chiseled.
And he's like, yeah,
and she's masculine as fuck.
That's all me,
he would
baby.
still hit that.
That's all me.
And then he was confused as fuck.
He's like, wait, well, when you put it that way, probably, maybe.
He was confused. He didn't know the answer.
Probably, maybe.
Because it's more than just physical. There is energy behind that. I do believe that. So, ain't no telling. I don't know the answer. Are trans women? I don't know. Trans men? I don't know. I'm transgender. But that is such like that question is so, that's a hard question to answer. I don't know.
What question? What was the question?
But I guess it has different answers depending on how you look at it. Scientifically, emotionally, all that.
Oh, okay. The pecs and the chick and the dude and the dick. The chick on the left has a dick. Whoa. The man on the right has a pussy. Yo.
Right.
You have to have sex with one of them or the world ends. What will you do? Oh, God. Oh, God. This isn't real. Is this real?
Yeah, it's real.
That's a dude. No. Did they just pick?
That's a woman.
No.
Biologically. he transitioned to be him. Yeah, that's true. It's complicated, man. It's complicated. The answer is not simple, but the world is treating it like it is. That's the problem. Everybody looking at shit like it's black and white, but it's not. And not just transgenderism, not just LGBT, everything. People are looking at shit as if it's black and white. It's not always black and white. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many different ways to look at shit.
I see what you're saying. I'm looking at it.
Scientifically, it's black and white. But emotionally, like, maybe not.
Fuck. And look, I couldn't even. This is what makes me cisgender, is that I look at this and I can't even start thinking about it. I can't even start thinking about. Can't even start thinking about emotions. It's got me fucked up. It's like, which one? Now, choose, live or die. Which one? And I'm like, I'm fucking dead.
You can just fuck yourself.
I'm a dead man. I'm fucking dead.
You can just fuck yourself. See, they're stuck on. People are stuck on black and white. It's not always black and white, man. Shades of gray. If you're so confused about the two, fuck yourself, bro. You don't have to choose between these two.
Oh, God damn it.
Ain't nobody's asking you. I mean, some people are. But me, personally, I ain't asking you to see me as Savannah. You can see me how the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. All I'm asking for is don't kill me. That's it.
Don't kill me, please.
Give me the fucking space to be who I please. That's it. That's all we really asking for. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's.
And I hope this gets around because not too many trans folks have the spotlight to speak on this subject like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you have it. You have it. It's out there. It's here. You know what I'm saying? You just got to find it and take it. You know what I mean? Or maybe let it find you. Sometimes it'll find you, but take it when you find it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you're taking it. And I respect that 1,000%.
Fuck yeah. That's all it is, man. Respect.
I have so much respect for you as an individual, bro. You have no idea. Hidden third option.
There's always another option. Always.
Yeah, man.
That's the thing people struggle with. It's not always black and white.
Blonde Lashes 19 got me hella confused.
There's different ways of looking at shit.
Blonde Lashes 19, where do I find that? Can I pull it up? Is that something I could pull? I'm gonna look it up. I'm on Google. I'm gonna do the old Google magic. Actually, I use Microsoft Edge because I'm a baddie boy. What?
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 Who's that? She trans?
I guess. You're gonna start seeing tears come out of my fucking eyes.
What does that do to you, man? Would I just be a cross-dresser? Cross-dressers, go back to the question. Let me read the rest of it.
What question?
Go back to it.
Huh? Oh, the chat.
It's not a stupid question. Every question is not. Every question is good. You know, it's an opportunity for you to learn. Cross-dressers do it as a fetish. They do it to get off real quick, and then they take the clothes off. You know what I'm saying? Trans people do it because it's how they identify. It's how they go out. The way they would describe me as the non-binary trans. But no, I'm not really a cross-dresser because cross-dressers just stay inside their room. They don't tell anybody shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't identify as the person that they identify as. They just stay in a room. They get off real quick as they wearing dresses, and then they take it off and they go back and then they like. The only reason why I'm presenting like this, for one, it's my first podcast here. I might do more in the future where I'm dressed up.
Oh, you're coming back. Whether you like it or not.
I'm also sick, and I'm blowing my nose every second. So I'm not gonna come here with fucked up makeup because my nose is runny. So that's why I'm not presenting today. But I also wanted you guys to see that not all trans people have to look like, the part. You know what I'm saying? There are trans people out there that look normal or that don't dress up. You know what I'm saying? Being transgender is not wearing the clothes. It's more so who you are and how you identify as. I could not dress up and still be transgender. It's a mindset. I relate more to women than I do to men. That's just how it is. And a lot of people don't really realize this either. But transgender women, men who become women, their brains are hardwired to resemble that of actual women than of men. And transgender men, women who turn into men, their brains are hardwired to resemble that of men. So that is why people transition. Because, you're born with a dick and a pussy, but you're also born with a brain that is hardwired as the gender that you are. And people don't realize this either, but your genitals develop before your brain does. So sometimes and this is scientific, sometimes you don't get enough. If you're a guy like me, you don't get enough testosterone after you develop a penis, right? The testosterone runs out, and it's just estrogen, right? That's when your brain becomes more feminine.
Or more estrogen.
That's what creates a transgender person. My brain is more hardwired to be feminine than masculine. That is why there are transgender people. That's why they exist. Cross-dressers are just men who get off to wearing dresses. That's the difference. But me, I will go out. I'll go to the store. I'll drive my car. I'll come back home to my girl. I'll lay in bed. All that as Savannah. And never feel a thing sexual. That's the difference between a cross-dresser and a trans person. Does that answer your question?
Pull up the chat, sorry. And I have too much testosterone.
Right.
Too much. Zane, too much. Wait, don't pull it on stream. What? Hidden dead option. Don't pull it on stream. Don't pull what on what? RBK is transgender. Don't pull what on. Oh, don't pull like the shit that you're telling me on stream. Is that what you're telling me? No. Right.
More than the spectrum.
Zane.
They said I broke you.
Huh?
They said I broke you earlier.
When?
Probably when I was talking about the trans women are women type of thing. And when you was looking at that one girl.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, this is not what I'm trying to look up the testosterone thing, and it's not. This is not what I was looking for. But I'm gonna get back.
But yeah, man. One thing I like to bring up too is that whenever you hear people talk about trans folk on the radio or the news, you ever notice they don't have a trans person on there talking on their behalf?
Right.
It's just a regular straight person.
Right. Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. That's like having white people represent black people.
We don't need
this
people.
This is what racism in urban culture looks like.
Yeah, it's
in the
like
black community is what it feels like to be called the N-word. You know?
And I don't like resorting to race issues, but it's kind of like when
Why did I talk like that?
When say, and you know, I'm not so caught up on race. I don't care about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like when white people get mad over something that happens with a black person, but a black person don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. You know, where they'll speak for us, but we don't have a problem with what happened, so we didn't ask for it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. When I'm on the radio, when I hear the radio, when I hear people speaking about us, but nobody is talking that's trans. Nobody is trans talking about us. You know, it's just, you know, regular people. It's like a
third
talking
point of
about
view,
us.
third person point of view, and they're talking about it like it's
that's what
like,
I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Thank you. In my drunken state, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. We don't need people speaking about us from the third person. You know, we just need a platform to speak, but they don't give us that. Right. And that's a part of the problem.
Right.
Somebody asked a person a question about trans people, and their immediate response was, leave the kids alone. You know what I'm saying? But that person was a trans. And me, I'm over here thinking, I don't give a fuck about your kids. Your kids can fucking identify how they want. You can do whatever you want with your kids. I'm not trying to fucking persuade your kids into being a different gender. You know what I'm saying? Nobody that's actually trans is like that. We don't care what you do with your kids. You know what I'm saying? But to them, they think that we are obsessed with that. But that's not true. Your kids, let them be who they are. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? We not asking people to be trans. You know, we're not trying to tell people to fuck us. You know what I'm saying? We just saying, let us be us. I'm not trying to change no one's kids. Right. You do what you want with your kids. If you want to teach your kids to be bigoted, let them. I don't care. So long as they don't affect me. But I definitely don't want people to tell their kids that they can be trans if they're not trans. You know what I'm saying? If you're not trans, you're not trans. So if there's a kid out there that's questioning who they are, you know what I'm saying? My advice to that parent is to take them to a therapist. Don't play into it because they are kids. Take them to a therapist that knows about it. You know, that dealt with kids like that before.
Yeah, because there's a lot.
Don't play into it. You know what I'm saying? They think that we are saying play into it. You know,
right.
Let them wear dresses.
Right. Or push
Don't
it
play
even
into
like,
it.
oh, if you
get a therapist first.
Right,
yeah.
Right. And that is, I would
Get a
say,
therapist.
you're right. You're right though, because I would say that is kind of like the common view is that people think that trans people want like
that we
if your
want
kid
them
starts
to,
wearing a dress, that means well, let them be trans. But like, I don't think that's what you're yelling at all. No,
let them be who they are.
At least check it out
help first.
Yeah,
check it out.
Get people help because we all need help. We all need help.
If I was any younger, I would question myself and
Right.
I would go to a professional and get help. But this has been me since I was like 10. And I'm like, what? I'm 28 now. I'm past the age where I'm like mentally mature. So for a fact, I know that I am trans. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit ain't go away.
Half your life. That's longer than that's like 2/3 of your life.
It ain't go away. So I know what I am. Now a kid that's questioning, it's hard, it's different. But like as a parent, you do what you want with that kid. But like, definitely get them help. You know, get them seen. You know, you don't have to play into it. We're not saying play into it.
Not by like I don't want to interrupt you, but like I know a lot of people or a lot of stories where you know like parents will, and not just in not in just in transgender situations, but like I've known kids when I was younger. You know, they these parents, they think something's wrong with their fucking kid, and they take them to a doctor, and they're like, you know, I think my daughter's a fucking whore, or like my son's a drug addict, and tell me that my son isn't a drug addict. ADHD. Tell me that my daughter isn't a whore, or like, you know what I mean, like. Right. When people go get their children help, like it needs to be from a fucking point of view of help, not from a point of view of I think my child is gonna be gay, or I'm afraid, you know, like you need to like
don't be afraid, just
because a lot of this shit.
Just talk to your child, try to understand where they're coming from, and if you have to, get help from a professional that knows people like that, so they can tell you what the diagnosis is. Don't just play into it. Right. That's my answer for it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trans. I'm not telling people, oh, dress them up in dresses and shit just because I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. There you go.
Be a fucking parent and take responsibility for your kids. Don't blame me.
Right.
I had shit to do with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That shit made me so mad when I heard that. That's the first thing they thought of when they heard the word transgender. Was, you know,
we need somebody to blame.
To their kids.
We need somebody to blame.
I don't give a fuck about what you do with your kids. You know what I'm saying? You do what you want. It has nothing to do with me.
Like you're the only gay person. Like, fuck. I don't want to. I was watching some David Letterman shit. Like he's got that Netflix show or whatever that it's kind of newish, but like he interviews like a comic comes on, then they do a stand up, and then he interviews them, and fuck. Oh, I forgot what I was about to say. God damn it! What were we talking about? It happened again. It's gone. Fuck it. I don't remember what I was saying. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, fuck it. What were you saying?
Gaming. Huh? Gaming. How did she confuse you? I'm curious.
This chick right here, it is.
Yeah.
Here, I'm like.
She is bad.
We're looking at your
trans or not, she's bad.
Example.
Yeah. I can acknowledge that.
She looks like a real female. I don't want to say real female, but like a biological female that I know. It looks like somebody I know.
Yes, you do.
She got me fooled.
She is. Yeah. And yeah, I ain't got no problem.
Looks like someone that. I know.
Bro, she's hot.
And the person
and
I'm
saying that because I
talking about, I would the person that I'm talking about, I would say is a very attractive female. So I'll take that however you want it.
But people are so caught up on biology. Let me get that, man. We are so far ahead. We already understand it. But like when you look at her face value, she's attractive as a female. I mean, and if she didn't tell you, you would never know. That's what they mean when they say trans women are women. Because if they don't tell you that they're trans, you're gonna automatically assume that they're women. Why? Because of their energy. So when they say trans women are women, they're referring to energy, not science. You know,
biology,
but not biology.
Biology is a type of science, but we're talking about like physical biology, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like genitalia. Yeah. Rather than just like scientific theory.
Yeah. No need to be confused, man. It's the fact is that her energy is feminine, and obviously you like femininity, right? You don't like guys. You don't like men.
Right.
That doesn't make you gay just because you find her attractive.
Right.
Because she's feminine. There's not an ounce of facial hair on her. You know, she got tits. Obviously, as you can see.
From the photo. It could be Photoshop.
So,
but from the photo.
Biologically, yeah, she's a dude. But that's not how she's presenting So that doesn't make you, just makes you a dude that recognizes a person's femininity.
Thank you, Noof. Thank you. This is what it's all about.
And looks don't matter, right? It's all about the energy. That person gets it. You get it, bro. It's the energy.
Being an empathetic person, I can say that I've sensed a lot of things off of energy that some people don't even experience at all. You know what I mean? It's not reality to people. Like are you into empaths and things of the sort? Like, I believe empath and empathy is something that is of the supernatural nature. Like, I feel things. I have such high empathy that I can sense things just off of a vibe. You know, people are like, you know how they're like, that's a vibe. That's an empath thing. Where, like, I could walk into a room and based off of the collective emotion of the room, which is like, this person feels this person feels that, this person feels this, and as an average, this room is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I can feel that. That's a supernatural thing.
That's a real thing.
It's a vibe.
But it's hidden. You can't see it. But
it's not hidden. It's not hidden at all.
Not hidden by the
just some people are superficial is the thing.
Right.
Like you said, it's not physical.
You can't see it.
There are things of the subtle nature that if you're really connected, I believe if you're really connected to the soul, you can sense these things of the subtle nature, which are non-physical things. Right. I believe it goes with the things that you're talking about, femininity, and being in touch with the real true self.
Right.
Because I believe, you know, and we'll talk about this deeper on another podcast because I got shit to talk about, folks. But I believe that the true self, God, is neither male or female. It is a collection of both. I believe male and female is a split, or are two split parts of a whole. You know? So, like, I believe that for a man, and this is why I fucks with you and like people like you and everybody, but like I believe a man that is so fucked up within himself to be like, nigga, you gay, or I'm gonna beat your ass, or I'm gonna shoot you, I'm gonna fucking kill you because I hit on you and you turned out to be a man. And so I'm so fucked up within myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know where I was going. I was about to go on a whole ass rant, but like, fuck.
That's a you problem.
That's a you problem. Saying? That's a you problem.
Ain't got shit to do with me. Just because I'm out and I'm presenting that way. I didn't ask that person to approach me.
Right.
They approached me.
Because they were attracted, obviously. You know what I mean? And this is just a theoretical, but, you know, it happens. Right. It happens.
And I get it. You know what I'm saying? You feel tricked, feel doped. But no one is tricking you. That's not intention.
Noof has been tricked.
You feel that way. That's not our problem. That's your problem.
That's your problem, Noof.
Just move on. Like, you realize somebody's trans and you don't like it. Just go. Leave.
You saw that. I was hoping somebody saw that. I caught myself. I was like, woo! I had to pour that in a cup. Yeah, boy.
I'm chasing my alcohol.
Yeah, son. Hot topics with JohnCoughy and friends. Listen, I say in front of the world, in front of nobody, just in front of you, that it is an honor to know you.
As with you, man, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's all about.
Right.
Okay?
Connection.
It sets a firm example of how we should be, you know, as humans. Period. No matter what the differences is. Race, money, sexuality, preferences. Whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. Because we're all here learning the same fucking lesson, just doing it through different ways. And we all got our own fucking problems.
Was deep shit. I hope everybody heard that. Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Going through the same fucking lesson through different ways. We're all trying to figure out who we are and what the fuck we're doing here on this planet. That's it.
That's it.
Some people have different ways of going about it, but that doesn't make them any lesser than the next person.
Right.
I don't see myself above anybody. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter how much money a person has, what race they are, what sexuality they claim. You know what I'm saying?
What clothes they wear.
What clothes they wear. We're all on this fucking ball of fire floating through fucking space, wondering what the fuck
Trying
is
to
going
figure
on,
it
bro.
the fuck out. What the fuck is going on around here? What the fuck is going on? What am I? What am I? You know what I'm saying? You're a man.
It's all
You're a female.
fake. Everything is fucking
You belong
imaginary,
here.
bro.
You belong there. And don't put that in your fucking mouth. Put it down, Johnny.
When we were born, we came here as just people, humans. You know, when we first came here, wear no fucking clothes, no money, no nothing. It was just bodies. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck people judge me for the clothes I wear? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. For the cars that I drive, the fucking money that I have,
The feelings that you feel, the thoughts that you think. As long
It
as they're
doesn't
not
make
hurting
sense.
anyone else. Because we got some psychos out there. But you are doing you, you know?
do you, whoever you are.
Yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure. I think this is. Do you have anything else to say for yourself or anyone like you? While you have your platform, what would you? If there was one thing you would like to say, what would you
I
say?
don't know, man. Basically, thanks to you, and thank you to you guys on there for not giving me no shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that. Thanks for being open-minded, and actually listening. Because of you guys, somebody out there, whether if they're trans or if they're dealing with shit, you know what I'm saying? If they're dealing with their sexuality, whatever, somebody could potentially look at this and have some insight from this conversation. And that's good. You know? That's important.
Insight is everything.
Yeah.
Not everything, but it's a good fucking amount of shit.
That's important because you don't really see shit like this on mainstream.
Not at all. Not at all. Unless it's like on Ellen and it's another fucking famous person that isn't even fucking real. It's a personality.
There's always an agenda, a hidden agenda.
Fucking agenda. And me and you, we're cool. Like we met and like we talked. You know what I mean? We are actually friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was just like, you know what? We need to talk about this on air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think this would help people. I think this might bring people together.
Everybody.
Because it brought me and you together on a different level.
Definitely. That's what it's all about. So,
And I
yeah.
appreciate you. I appreciate you being here, Devin.
I appreciate you having me. What the fuck?
I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm your host, JohnCoughy, and it's been great. I plan on having more talks like this in the future. You know what I'm saying? If anybody wants to hit me up with a topic or, you know, something of the sort, give me some ideas for future episodes. Or if you want to come on a fucking show, you know what I mean? Hit me up. You know where I'm at. And we'll set it up. I like talking to people. And if you have something interesting to talk about that you want to share with me, with the world, and we could hash it out. We could talk it out.
Share it.
You know, it's been real. This is what it's about. Real conversations. You know what I mean? Real connections. I don't think we have enough real connections like this in life. Communication is important. You know what I'm saying? Without communications, I just feel like it's just chaotic. Because we are all just the same. We're the same. Going through the same shit every day. We all want the same thing in life, and we're not the same. You know what I mean? We're the same, but we're not the same. We all are different pieces of a whole. So like we are sort of an individual, and we all have our different points of views, and that may be skewed. You know what I mean? Maybe a little short of a piece. You know what I mean? So it takes a piece of someone else to make you whole. You know what I'm saying? You can't always be right. You can't always think you know everything. You can't always think this is the best way. Or you know, this other person is wrong.
Right. Because in the world of like, how many people existed on this planet? since we were created. 128 billion people.
Total? Total?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Let's look it up.
Total number.
Fuck.
You can't believe
That's a good question.
What we believe is the right thing to believe. How many religions we all came up with? You know what I'm saying?
Let's see.
There's not. There's too many.
107 billion people
107 billion
have ever lived. Well, that's
it's a lot.
According to the Census Bureau, the Population Reference Bureau.
That's a lot of people. A lot of different perspectives, a lot of different viewpoints. We can't totally believe that what we believe is the sole right thing to believe.
Or even like a million of us.
And we don't even know if anybody like exists off of this earth. We don't even know that yet. But that's a topic for another day.
That's another talk. But yeah, you're right, dude. You're right. This is what it's all about. Real connections with real people. You know what I mean? You're not Ellen DeGeneres. You're not fucking goddamn Kanye West. You're not fucking Justin Timberlake.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Right. Caitlyn fucking Jenner. You know what I'm saying?
You can't relate to relate to me.
Who can relate to Caitlyn fucking Jenner? Caitlyn Jenner's the American hero.
You can't relate to him.
And you know what I mean? I might catch all kinds of hate for this, but fuck Caitlyn Jenner for that shit. You know what I mean? Fuck Caitlyn Jenner. Not fuck Caitlyn Jenner, but like Caitlyn Jenner was hardly the fucking woman of the year, dude. If Caitlyn Jenner deserved the woman of the year award, my fucking wife deserved the woman of the year award. You know what I mean? Because she's more of a woman than Caitlyn Jenner was. But like, I just feel like they just pick these fucking champions. Champions is what they are. You know what I'm saying? Caitlyn Jenner had the money, had the look, had the fucking lifestyle, and they're like, Caitlyn Jenner's a fucking hero.
Right time, right place. That's it.
Are you saying he was in the right time, right place, or like this is not the right time and the right place for me to be talking about Caitlyn Jenner?
Went to anybody who had his status.
Right. Well, I mean, Bruce Jenner, dude. I don't know, man. Oh fuck, I just dead named him. God damn it. No, fuck me. Oh, thank you for joining in, everybody. That's the show, and no, but you know what I'm saying. You're a hero to me. You're a hero in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Caitlyn Jenner. That. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Caitlyn Jenner. Thank you everybody for joining in. This has been a real experience. I appreciate all the interaction. It's been a real experience. Make sure to follow me on. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Trovo.
You're a hero.
Send me some fucking messages. Send me some somebody out there come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? I want to do. If you
heard a new perspective, if you heard something new, let us know. Tell us what you think about it, and we'll respond. We'll talk to you.
I'm very close with my man Devin, and Devin's gonna be back on future shows. So if you want, you can send me. You know, if you want to ask Devin some more questions. We'll link back up, and we're gonna do a future show. And
fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, I sent the link for that YouTube video, Devin. Where did you send it, New? Did you send it on what are you doing? YouTube video. If you sent it over Discord, I did not get it, New. Oh, there it is. Alright. Got it. Alright, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thank you for having me.
Again, I am your host, JohnCoughy. This is my very good friend Devin. Thank you for having us. Thank you for being so fucking cool. I was really, really kind of worried about, possible fucking bullshit, but dude,
I wasn't.
It's been super fucking smooth, dude. I really love you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's all about connection, folks. It's all about communication. Love one another. Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself first. and then spread that love to others. And until next time, I'm your host, JohnCoughy. One love. Peace out. Oh shit, hold up. I'm about to raid somebody. Give me somebody to raid. Somebody, give me somebody to raid.
Oh, what, you thought this was over?
Somebody to love.
It's never over. Look, this man pouring more drink.
I'm not fucking alcoholic. What can I say? Yeah, man. Fuck. I think it'll all be alright.
Oh,
I think it'll all be alright.
at some point, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, like I was telling you earlier, Martin Luther King didn't think his life was very cool. he wasn't having a good time, but look at him today. You know what I mean? Look at him.
Just fucking look. See it.
It's a shame.
Sometimes that's what it takes.
That's usually how it go. I'm about to find somebody to raid. If I don't get somebody within the next 30 seconds, I'm going to find somebody. Which is all cool, but in about 30 seconds. It's got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? And it starts with people like you.
People like you?
People like you. I mean, I guess people like me too, but you're just not afraid to fucking get out there and talk about shit.
To others who don't really understand, who can't understand.
Here we go.
Because
Bayonnaise, baby. We're gonna raid my baby girl, Bayonnaise. Bayo. And then he sends somebody, of course. Noof. I'm sorry, but I already said I was gonna fucking raid Bayonnaise. I'm not going back on my word. We'll get nanny love next time. Bayo yayo nays. She's playing It Takes Two, and I really want to play that sometime in the near future. It's alright, dude. You know I love you, baby girl. You know I love you.
What we gonna talk about in the next show?
What are we gonna talk about in the next show? Me and you? I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out in time. I'm sure you know I like to go off the top. We won't have to talk about you next time. So
good. I appreciate that.
We'll just talk about like what's fucking happening. Like, did you see the new Jurassic Park movie?
No, I didn't. I should though.
Me either, but I'm supposed to be taking a wife to go see it sometime very soon. So we'll talk about something like that next time. Not really. That's not what we're gonna fucking talk about next time. But you know, we'll talk about something.
I haven't been to the movie since COVID.
Neither have I. Yeah.
Not that I'm scared of COVID. I don't give a fuck. But you know, just can't find the time. It's work. Sucks.
I can't say it's that I haven't found the time. It's just that like COVID made me fucking scared of everything. Kind of not scared of everything, but like used to not doing shit. I'll say that. You know what I mean? True. I'm just like, oh, it's fucking the pandemic, so I'm not going to the grocery store.
Just gonna order shit from Amazon,
right?
So I can pack it up.
Right, so I can pack my own shit. May as well just fucking go to the grocery store. I'll make sure that's fucking.
Get a box of cereal. That's it. To go to Amazon to get a box of cereal. Can you imagine that? Being that scared.
All right. The raid went through, and that's the show, everybody. Thanks again for sticking around. I'm your host, JohnCoughy.